Alright, all welcome back to Crusader Kings II, and I'm going to note something as we sort of just jump in here. So, I'll note that I basically tried to, get a Crusader Kings II Let's Play series here going, but here's the thing that's been happening. I've been having a whole lot of crashes, basically playing this game. I think I've warranted enough, criticism toward it. I'll know it's probably not the game's fault, it's more so, my graphics card's fault, I think. But anyhow, that's not really the big issue here. The big issue here is that I'm basically having enough of it. I basically have so much crashes that, it's just getting on my nerves. And it getting on my nerves basically, sort of caused me to, probably not doing the best Let's Play series, so to speak. So I'm thinking that this will be the last couple episodes for this specific part of the series, and then maybe I'll come back in the future and I'll jump in with, well, somewhere else in the game. Anyhow, right now I'm basically going to be doing a sort of war with this guy, and this is what I'm basically jumping in for. So this is what this episode is going to be all about, this guy right here. He's attacking me, he's got quite a few troops. Apparently has a lack of a few troops, but whatever. He still has quite a few. I only have vassal allies at the moment, so... I'm in a bit of a pickle, shall we say. I'm going to have to spend more money probably to fight this guy, but I'll wait for him to land troops over on my side of the shores. We'll just get these guys out here, we'll buy some mercenaries in a bit. My brother here is still in prison, which is a bit of a nuisance. It's not good having him in prison. Oh, he calls someone else into the war. This guy here. And he has a few troops on hand. So I'll note that this is something to sort of worry about with Norse. I'll note that in the past episode I moved my capital to Dublin, which basically reduced my troop size because there's basically a negative reinforcement modifier here in Dublin at the moment. And as a result, the AI are taking advantage of this, and they're basically sending out their forces to try and, butt stomp me, so to speak. He's dropping off some troops here. So I'm gonna need to get some mercenaries to basically fight this guy, so... We'll go down here, look for some cheap mercenaries. I think I might want to have, a bit more than, the minimum guys. We're just going to go with, these guys here, maybe. So he's targeting his province right here, Desmond, human in Ireland. He's going to have a sizable force to basically hit me with, but I'll be able to probably knock him out of the island pretty easily. With my mercenaries as bot here. It sucks having to buy mercenaries, but in this case I sort of need to. Oop, he got more troops, but I should have enough to butt stomp him already, so we're fine with that, aspect. Of course, I'm starting to have low morale because I attacked a little too quickly. And he just reinforced a little bit. Alright, one of those guys is retreating his flanks. You can look over here and you can see what's happening with the battle, so... How that was going, who's winning. Oh, I lost. He's got a lot of troops there now. Okay, I need to get more mercenaries. It's really expensive getting all these mercenaries, which is a big thing to worry about. But I sort of need to sort of win. Hopefully I'll have enough mercenaries here to take him out. Should have bought the mercenaries a little bit sooner so that their morale would be up a little bit, but oh well. That's one of the things about, you know, raising new troops like mercenaries. Their morale is really low. So you can't just, like, you know, buy a whole lot of mercenaries and just crush an army like this. The other problem is that this guy probably has good troops to fight against me with, so that's another problem I'm having. Alright, we're taking him out this time. There's some more score, and I captured one of his guys. I should be able to smash his army now. Which is good. I'm basically running out of money here from my mercenary costs. Alright, killed this guy. He was, well, I think this is the guy who declared war on me. So, he called in this guy who I think was his brother, and I managed to kill... Well, here's something I note, by the way. This guy, his brother, is the guy who declared war on me, but he's basically now the war leader because I basically killed off his brother who had all the other titles, so not just this guy we're fighting here. So I'm just going to crush this army here. That should be it for his army. So smash that army. Now, this is maybe a good point where I could maybe invade the castle and take, you know, out the troops. So we'll be able to attack it. And he's going to have a small advantage on me in the fact that, you know, he won that big first battle, but I crushed his, you know, his army there for the other mercs. So now he's only got 600, you know, or so guys. Gonna try doing what I can here to, because I'm about to run out of money. Here's the thing, like the bad thing about mercenaries. It costs a lot of money. Just a flesh wound. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to expand this army now because I can't afford the mercenaries. But he's got no army now to fight me, which helps a little bit. Or it did help until he brought over more guys. I'll have to keep fighting his little armies that he keeps sending over. Now, something I note, by the way, because I hold this province right now, if you hold a province, you gain war score over, like, a course of time. And eventually, you know, you'll just, like, you know, peace out, because, you know, you'll gain war score from holding it. He'll fight bravely, but he'll fall. Of course, I don't know what his army here is going to be like. The church has gotten some very beautiful stained glass windows, and I am fine contempt to windows, and priest approaches us and asks us thoughts about them. I thought some of the windows were fine. Well, fine, just repeat what I had said. Sure. Alright, he's going to attack me again. I don't know if this is going to go well. Oh, he attacked me over here, apparently. Yes, the battles are going on. Apparently I can only raise so many troops for some reason. Oh, look at that, he's got an army now. So that's one of the bad things here, you know. I can't basically fend off that huge army he's got now. If I managed to take out that first army, I would have lost all that war score, but, well, I basically can't do anything about it. So, I'm gonna have to surrender the province. So that's unfortunate, I lost that province. I can maybe attack it back at some point, but won't be for a while. Yeah, I've got prisoners to deal with. Alright, well anyways, I'll note that at this point, that's something to worry about the Norse, by the way. Basically, in Norse, they can invade anyone, like just any random like coastal province that they can like, you know, get access to. In this case, they invaded Desmond over here. And that's something to basically watch out for Norse. That's basically how like, you know, you can sort of imagine the Norse having like, you know, Dublin at the start of the campaign I started here with. Essentially, a bunch of Norse, you know, from Norway or Denmark or somewhere over here. This is a complete mess. They came over here, they took over, you know, Dublin, and they took over, like, you know, York. Other stuff. Anyhow, I'll note, by the way, that I would very much like to, you know, basically give my land to this guy when I die, but here's something to worry about. I'm basically, you know, the same age as this guy. He needs in prison. And he's got, you know, lunatic status and a whole lot of other stuff from being in prison, so I need to get a wife, unfortunately. With someone. Can I get a better wife than that, I wonder? Yeah, I was clicking the wrong buttons. But anyhow, alliances. There's a bunch of Byzantine princesses available, but I prefer to have someone who's a little bit closer. A princess of West France would be good, because, you know, West France is over here. So the princess of England, actually. We're kind of strong. But you're way stronger, apparently. So basically, she's 15. She's going to be basically, you know, turning, like, you know, into a princess soon. Or, you know, like a, you know, person I can wed soon. I'll basically say, just wed me there. And I probably won't be playing, you know, too long, but basically there's, like, you know, someone who I can marry as need be. I'm quite happy that my game hasn't crashed. But something I note here is the fact that, you know, basically because my graphics card is like causing my like game to crash so much, or you know whatever reason is, I'm basically having an autosave like every month, which basically means you're seeing an autosave popping up a lot, and that's really a nuisance to me. I wouldn't like that any more than like 6 months, but having to do it every month because you know the possibility of a crash, it really hurts. Apparently I lost my steward. Most unfortunate, but oh well. So yeah, this guy, he's now basically the owner of... Oh, he got rid of a few provinces. So he made a couple more chiefs, basically, to replace the lands that he basically got from his brother there. Or where his sibling was. What's going on here? Apparently, someone's trying to take the duchy. This guy here. Doesn't look like he's gonna win, but he decided to declare anyways. He's got a claim on the King of Ireland, and he's got a claim... Oh, that's it for the war. He'll lose his claims in a moment. Unless he's got... Nope, that's basically it. If you get captured, then that's pretty much it for your war conquests. Good, you like me. Keep liking me so you don't go after my titles and such. Well, you know what? There's basically, the thing about the word about the Norse. Basically, they can, like, do stuff. We'll say that'll be it for Crusader Kings II. Oops, I probably... So, that was a slight misclick of buttons. I didn't actually mean to, like, to save and leave right there, but... Rather, I meant to save and actually just resign. So, let's just jump in here, I'll just resign. I'll just, basically look at my history, so to speak. To resign. So, my score wasn't, as good, I think, as last time with, like, the Norwegians. Basically, with a score of 2-6-3-1, I basically just beat the House of Godwin. On January 5th, 1066, Harold Godwin became King of England. His father had spent much of his reign in King Canute, building up the family power base, and with the death of Edward the Confessor, he was able to assume the throne. However, he wasn't the only claimant. Harold of Norway and William of Normandy both are claimed the title and invaded. Harold was defeated and killed at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, but Harold would later be defeated and killed along with two of his brothers by William at the Battle of Hastings. With his death, the power of the House of Godwin collapsed, and his lands were divided amongst the victorious Norman lords who followed William. So basically, that's the fate of like the King of England before William the Conqueror came along and basically conquered it, and all that. So I'm gonna note, by the way, that I will eventually return to probably do a Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play, like an actual, like, long series Let's Play. But for now, that's basically gonna be it for, this basically playthrough for, reasons of this, crashes and such. I basically don't want to be playing with those. I'd rather have, like, auto saves being at least like half a year, or preferably yearly, and like go with that. But that'll be it for now. I hope you've enjoyed, what you basically saw of the Tribals. Next time I actually do come back, I'll probably jump in with, like, some with, like, castles, like a feudal lord, or perhaps a commerce merchant. We'll see. Until I do that, though, take care.